Hi there. So I am here for the last episode to finish the series that I'm working on. Articles from Sky News, things about Great Britain in general. I started this series with a sport episode, and this last one is gonna end up with a sport article as well. It's about this gentleman, a German coach uh, of Liverpool. It has to do with COVID vaccination. Well, so this is my last episode to end up this series. I'm so happy. I just need some relaxation. I have to take time to think, to prepare myself for something way different. And of course, the following series will be uh, a little bit brief. I won't be spending much time. I won't be speaking so much about myself, what I offer, everything. I should, apart from now, concentrate on the topics that I will bring, because at the beginning I got so much hits. A lot of people had different opinions. That's why I made these videos, in this series a little bit larger, because I found out that I had to be, explaining my intentions, why I do this. I had to make a number of things clear, because a lot of people were confused. Not a lot, but a number of people just took this, differently, in such ways which had nothing to do with what it is for me. That's why so I dedicated much time explaining and giving details, everything about this, in order to avoid misunderstandings. But now I decided to finish this series this way. I changed the period of time to half an hour. It's such a very fantastic technique to improve oneself at foreign languages, whether it's English, Spanish, French, any foreign language. They can be practiced and studied the same way. It's obvious that someone, to become a good speaker, they have to practice, they have to read, they have to find a new vocabulary, they have to add to their knowledge every time. You cannot stop. So because once something is stopped, it goes backwards, and that's not good. So hardworking people should be caring and taking care of what they own, what they have, and add to it as they can. They have to be constant, always present when they have to, and just to follow something till the end. That's how things are finally good, and that's what I can advise any person who would ask me a question about how to get such a good level in something, how to achieve something, how to win something, how to arrive to something, whether it's education, whether it's sport, whether it's in profession, any field, any domain. It takes sacrifice, it takes challenge, and determination. For once you are determined to get anything that you think about, so then you're lucky you, because at the end you're gonna get it, and that's how it works. So I am happy for the fact that I was so disciplined in this city, as I did in the previous ones. Along the way, I've always been thinking and making my mind, asking a lot of questions, and of course I had to find the answers for them. Well, I'm just what I've shown till the moment are the things that just come out uh, through my mind, and I made them real and visible, so people, not a lot, but so what I was doing during or in these activities. Now I have the last one. It's the 25th episode, or the article as well, to end up this series, and then say what will come afterwards. Well, so just I'm just sending a big, energy for the people who really desire and work and care about what is good for them. I really want the youngsters to be optimistic, to be challenging, to be fighting, believing this sort of qualities, because that's how finally someone succeeds at the end. And that's why I'm just coming here with just a humble, simple, normal level to make something out of it and share it with the others. So hopefully someone will get motivated or inspired, or so just pushed forward or anything like that. I will be very happy about it. Just I am having, this sort of care. I'm just interested in what I do, and I decided finally to help myself and also share with the others, for in case someone takes this like with the bright side, and take some good things from it, and just follow also their objectives, their goals in life, whether they are whether they have to do with foreign languages, sport, or anything that would bring good results and help someone in his life with what they are disciplined with, and what they follow, because that's the secret. If you need to make something to, then you have to be there always after it until you get it, and then you make it yours. And well, of course, anything of positive helps at the end, the people. And so so I'm so really happy. Just I came to an end in this city. I am so happy also because I started my serie in Spanish. It's also half an hour, but I will keep it always the same. But I can manipulate it. I can just change. Maybe I can shorten these videos, and a number of stuff. But I'm gonna keep it the same, with same name. It's Espanol, artículo, and its number, etc. I won't be just thinking so much at my Spanish city. That will be maybe the longest ever. I will be always doing the same. But English I have to try different ways, because I live in Spain and in Madrid. So English is not the main language, and it's something very important. So what I have to just try a lot of different ways and keep working on it to make it better. That's real. I can't forget this. This is something more serious, because Spanish is something that I speak everywhere. Even though it's hard for me to make videos with Spanish or in Spanish now, because I'm just starting. Sometimes it's a bit funny. Just I can't recognize myself, but that's normal. All the starts in any field are that hard, they're difficult. But with the practice, some things get better. Then it comes a light, and then it's like every time it's every time easier. Well, so I'm happy that I'm coming to my last episode, to my last. I have my last article to finish this series, and then so see what comes afterwards. I'm so happy, really, that there are some people who just support what I do, just send me good messages, follow close enough. They just react to those videos. Really, you give me a lot of you just motivate me so much. Really, I have to be thankful for that, because at least it's not something that I'm just caring about myself only. Something that is connected to the others. So that's really fantastic. I'm very proud that I'm offering something, and I'm also so happy that there are people who just have same, objectives. They have same interest. That's really nice. And well, so this is well, a simple thing, but for me it's such a big effort that I have made. I started, well, from one till I am now with the last one, which is 25. That's it's not difficult, but the discipline is always, a lot of people have this sort of problems. They can be disciplined, they can be just constant, and at least I am not that kind of person. And hopefully youngsters, students, foreign languages learners have to be or teach themselves to be constant and disciplined. That's how it works, because with a little effort, in a regular way, that brings good results. That's, for me, it's confirmed, because I could finally in my life achieve a number of things. And that's why I come here, just to be there always. I can just bring just less than enough, but then I am gonna come, and coming is such a big symbol of or just an example to get succeed in life. You have to be there always, and then everything is possible. You can be talented, you can be able to everything, but if you are not serious, if you don't follow, if you don't chase what you care about, they won't come along. You're gonna blow it. So then it has to do with constance and just determination, and have to be happy with what you do. Keep it, live with it, and you're gonna achieve it anyway. Well, the last article, it's about Mr. Klopp, one of the best coaches of football in the world. He's the trainer of Liverpool. He's talking about, vaccination, confusions and turmoils, this sort of things that everybody have his own thoughts toward getting vaccinated, and that's why still in England they have still much to do with it in order to have all the players in Premier League vaccinated. Well, I will summarize the text afterwards. Now I'm gonna read it I'm gonna follow the same steps as I do it in this city, and then of course end up the video and then end up the city. But I promise I will be coming back soon with something different to share and keep seeing each other. Very soon I will come back. Alright, I'm gonna read the article. COVID-19, Jurgen Klopp says refusing vaccine is like drink driving, as it endangers others. Vaccinations among footballers has become a more pressing issue after reports that only 7 of the 20 Premier League clubs have fully vaccinated more than 50% of their players. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has said refusing to take a COVID-19 vaccine is similar to drink driving, as it endangers other people. Speaking about vaccination, the 54-year-old German said he didn't understand how the coronavirus jab could be viewed by anti-vaxxers as a limitation on freedom, and revealed 99% of his Liverpool players are vaccinated. In his news conference ahead of Sunday's match against Manchester City, he said, "If I say I am vaccinated, other people say, 'How can you tell me I should be vaccinated?' It is a little bit like drink driving. We all probably were in a situation where where we had a beer or two and thought we still could drive, but because of the law, we are not allowed to drive, so we don't drive. But this law here is not there for protecting me when I drink two beers and want to drive. It's for protecting all the other people because I'm drunk, and we accept that as a law. Jab uptake among footballers has become a more pressing issue after media reports suggested that only 7 of the 20 Premier League clubs have fully vaccinated more than 50% of their players. Meanwhile, a non-confirmed report in the Sun said as many as 5 of Gareth Southgate's England team are not vaccinated against coronavirus. The government has said that Premier League players will be allowed to travel to red list nations to represent their countries in this month's World Cup qualifiers, but only if they are fully vaccinated. Concerns are rising about what a lack of jabs will mean for international games, with incentives to encourage jab uptake under consideration. In a letter seen by Sky Sports News, Premier League officials have written to clubs offering a special reward to those who have the highest number of vaccinated players, although exact incentive has yet to be decided. The letter states, according to the data we have, only 7 clubs' squads are more than 50% fully vaccinated, so we have a way to go. We are considering if and how best we can reward those squads players who are most COVID compliant and who have opted to be vaccinated. Klopp said he did not have to convince anyone on his team to take up the job, with almost all of his Liverpool squad having been vaccinated. Speaking about how the vaccination is viewed by some with mistrust and as limiting freedom, he said, I don't understand why that is a limitation of freedom, because if it is, then not being allowed to drink and drive is a limitation of freedom as well. He added that that he chose to be vaccinated to protect others. I got the vaccination because I was concerned about myself, but even more so about everybody around me, he said. If I get COVID-19 and I suffer from it, my fault. If I get it and spread it to someone else, my fault and not their fault. Well, that's the article. It's about this gentleman, the coach of Liverpool, showing up about the actual situation or the actual rate of vaccinated players in the Premier League. A lot of people in Premier League in England are not vaccinated due to their way of thinking or their way of looking at the vaccination. But Liverpool's team is almost fully vaccinated, so is one of the few teams in England that who could obtain this achievement. But there's still much to do with this, because most of the players in England are not vaccinated, and just 7 clubs who have just like more than 50%. They have 7 teams out of 20 in Premier League championships have more than 50% of the players vaccinated. So there's still much to do to persuade and to make people uptake the jab and in order to help overtake or the and avoid infections of COVID-19. So when it comes to international qualifiers in for the next World Cup, so players can be players from red lists can travel to I'm sorry, players can travel, to red list countries or places to play internationally to represent themselves, but with the option with the obligation to be fully vaccinated if they want to attend to represent England abroad for qualifying or playing qualification to World Cup. And so what else I can add here? I don't say if there is something like I should just I haven't talked about players considering it. Yeah, it's still much work to do because there are still more than 50% players are not vaccinated, and that doesn't make it easy, to move freely. Yeah, just to protect the others. And Klopp, the coach of Liverpool, sees like just not getting not getting vaccinated is like asking for permission to drink and drive. He sees it as dangerous as that, if you are drunk and you take a car. So, well, you can call it as he described it here, like a limitation of freedom. But he sees it like a wrong message or idea to make an excuse and not get vaccinated. Because if you are vaccinated, if you are just like immune, so then you can protect other people. It doesn't have to do with just with oneself. It has to do with the others as well. Because if you get vaccinated, so and you can protect yourself, and at the same time, of course, you can you can obviously you protect the others. It's us drinking, being drunk, and you drive, so you can risk other people's life, and you can you can harm the others. Obviously, that's why it's prohibited to drink and drive. You have either to drink or drive, and they don't go together. That's how he sees it. So there is no, according to him, it's not a limitation of freedom. It's not an excuse that can just justify, why somebody doesn't get vaccinated. He sees it like a responsibility or a collaboration to just protect oneself and protect the others. Well, I don't think I have so much here to do with to mention. Mostly it's about this. It's about trying to work and convince and push people to get vaccinated players in Premier League, just to go back to normality and then carry on without any sort of spread of COVID or whatsoever. So just to protect one another. This is a global issue. It takes a little bit of everyone to take a problem, and in this case, the very same thing. So well, I have here vocabulary. I have just 3 words. To endanger. To endanger is to make something just to make something in risk, or to make something vulnerable. To endanger something, to make something faces danger. or jeopardy. To endanger is well, I shouldn't. Nobody should endanger anything or anybody, because danger is not good. So to endanger is to risk, to make somebody vulnerable or something. To endanger is to put something in a possible harm or mayhem. That's to endanger. Well, the second word, it's drink driving. Drink driving is just like when you drink alcohol and you drive. That's drink driving. Someone is drunk and he drives. Well, it's very responsible. It's dangerous. It endangers the others. So because someone who when he's drunk, so he is not in his full mind, or just behavior, or just care. It's just a big risk. It endangers. So that's drink driving shouldn't be practiced. So when either you drink or you drive, one of those, they don't go together, because if they go, then it endangers the life of the person who drinks and drives, and the lives of the others who can be just vulnerable, or just at risk of this person who is drunk and drives. It can cause accident or harm for the others. So no drink driving. Just people should be responsible. So drink driving is when somebody is drunk and he drives, which is illegal. So people have to avoid that. It's irresponsible. Well, I have the third and the last word is uptake. Uptake means to consume, to consume, to take, or just how can I describe? To uptake a vaccine, or to uptake I don't know, a medicine, or to uptake responsibility. To uptake is a verb, okay, and that has to do with this sort of verbs are phrasal verbs, so you have to watch them in their context. So to uptake means to consume, to eat, or to drink, or to get a medicine, or to just to take a responsibility. Uptake is to consume, alright? It's a verb, and you have to watch it. You can see, you can understand it just as it comes in the context, but it means mostly to consume. Well, I got, really, I am so proud of myself, just because I start things and I finish them, and I promise things and I fulfill the promises. I just plan something and I go for it, and I wanna achieve something and I chase it. I did this always in my life since I was very young. Discipline has shown me so much in my life. That's why people who listen to me should just understand what I say, because when you are after something, at the end, so you get there. So no dream is big, nothing is impossible. It has all to do with believing and fighting, determination, and that's it. This sort of qualities, people should have them. If they don't, at least they have to discover them and to install them in their personalities, because it's this sort of qualities who make champions, examples, giants, everything, because human being people have ability to grow up. All right. And someone to grow up, it doesn't come from vacuous, you know, vacuous qualities. No, people should be just install strengths in their personality, to have them as a material to which will push them to believe that anything they would want in their life, their lives, or they dream of, or they are interested in, will be aware and persuaded that they're gonna get there to those things, and things should be achieved by anyway, whatever they take. If you care about something, don't stop until you get it. That's it. If you stop, that's so coward. That's giving up. That's surrender. And people who surrender are just hardly to be proud of them. But well, I am not trying to underestimate anybody, but I believe that hard work expensively pays. That's that's clear for everybody. So well, I'm so happy that I come to close this series. It's so simple. It's a way of improving, studying, adding to your knowledge, obviously. And I did articles that I brought from Sky News from the beginning till the end about the UK. Things which happen in the UK have to do with UK, Great Britain in general, and that's how we kept it. And so this is the end of it. I'm so happy I finished. I'm so happy that a number of you walked with me till this moment, and so I have just really to thank you very much. And I promise my return very soon with something way different, to keep sharing and keep my my friendship with those people. And thanks for everybody who sends me good messages, who cheered me up, who give me just who show me appreciation, everything. And so all the best for every person who is dreaming of something, who is working. I send I wish all the best for everyone who is disciplined, and he's fighting to make or to achieve something. Everything is possible, so have to believe and have to carry on. This is it. Effort and is key to success. So keep